Hey you guys, I was hoping I wouldn't end up having to make this video just to keep it unclogged because I don't want to be posting a bunch of extra crap if I don't need to. However, with what's been going on, I feel like it's almost necessary just to address. So, as you all know, my uploading schedule that is usually Mondays for discussions, and that's what we're talking about in a sec. Wednesdays for catalogs and Fridays for demonstrations of ceiling fans. And my ability, I should say my consistency with uploading on Mondays has been absolute crap. I don't remember the last time I uploaded a discussion video. I don't know whether you guys think I ran out. If you do, you might or might not be happy to hear that you are wrong. I do have other videos and I have other topics I could do a video on, but the problem is every Monday I get up, I head off to school. That's the one day I stay late. So then by the time I get home, it's out of my mind. I'm not thinking of it at all. I've got other stuff I'm doing. And basically, I'm just trying to wind down and prepare for the next day. So typically, Mondays are just a really bad time. And it just makes it kind of inconvenient. Hopefully, things will get a little bit better once I actually don't end up having to stay after school. Typically, I do actually upload sometimes when I'm in school because I really spend a lot of time on my phone because there's nothing else for me to do. I finish my work quick, so I'm doing fine. There's no reason for me to not do it. I've got the time, so I do that. But the problem is that I do not know what discussion is which, and I don't use earbuds or headphones. If I'm gonna watch something out loud, it's either gonna be in my room or somewhere where it doesn't totally completely bother my parents to the point of they get really annoyed. I've never really used or liked earbuds, so basically the point I'm trying to make is I can never identify which video is which makes it almost impossible for me to make a video upload, because I don't have a title for it because I don't know what the video is, and that is why there aren't any discussions because I've got a very slim amount of time I can upload, and I just always seem to forget. And sometimes I've been inconsistent with my other schedules, but typically I'm able to catch up on those because those I can easily tell what's going on just from taking a look at it without audio. So there was my little explanation there. I am going to try to do better with that, and I might just start uploading those videos off schedule just so those videos still exist. I don't know, if you guys don't even like the discussions, I could always cut them off. It saves myself from trying to have to come up with topics and ideas. I just figure that there's always been certain things I've wanted to share because after spending like over 10 years of working with fans and talking about fans with other people, I've got a lot of stuff that I've never been able to say, and some of it might actually be something interesting that you guys are interested in, and that is why I do these videos, just so I can get some points and topics across that otherwise I wouldn't have really been able to talk about. I've been very fortunate to know quite a few extremely knowledgeable people in the industry, all of them who have worked in it for over 30 years, and they just knew their stuff, and they've told me all kinds of secrets and stuff I shouldn't know. And that's really why I did discussions, and the problem is now I'm just sort of forgetting. So hopefully at some point I'll be back with that. As a matter of fact, I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to just upload a discussion directly after this video here. So if you guys did end up coming from the discussion video that was uploaded later, if I do end up doing that, well then, hello. Sorry I sort of made you watch this far into the video when you sort of get the gist probably from seeing the actual discussion video itself and the quick note I'm going to put in the description. But anyways, while I'm recording, I might as well just show you what I've done. Nothing major, but I honestly don't remember the last time I picked up and recorded. I think the last time was when I brought this in the Sears home and I was losing my voice, so I wasn't able to show too much, but yeah, I'll just basically show you again. The Sears fan ended up here. I've got some hardware bags to put away and then all this to take care of. I need to work on the shelf and get another pile for blades started. There's some stuff here I need to do. I've just been too lazy to do it. Spring break is coming up, and chances are I'll be sitting on my butt a lot, so chances are I'll probably end up getting to some of that, maybe. So yeah, my two antiques have ended up over here. and I feel like they're in a pretty good position. They're not really in the way, and they're fine. This is how the guy had them sitting in his storage and in the vehicle, so this is just how they're going to sit for now. They're going to have to get cleaned out and all kinds of work done to them, so I'm not too worried about them sitting like this. They'll be fine as long as I don't trip over them or be an idiot. Yeah, the shelf otherwise here is pretty much the same. Obviously, this fan is still up. Typically, I have them set to run. However, something about it's making noise, and I'm too lazy to fix it. So, I just have it unplugged right now. Over here, ended up one of the Emersons, and the other one is right over there. These are the two fans that Dan is taking. All of the antique parts and a couple other blade arm sets are all over here. I'll get that all packed up and nicely organized by the time I have to visit Dan. But for right now, once again, something I don't have to do, so I'm not going to do it. Then over here, otherwise, it's mostly the same. I've had to shuffle stuff out of here maybe once or twice just to put some other stuff away. That Sears housing ended up in there, as most of my Hugger housings usually do. And I haven't received any other catalogs or pieces of literature or anything along those lines. Just like I mentioned a while ago, this is a very slow year for print. I have, however, received all the digital literature, so I've got PDF copies or online versions of it. And I have to say, there are quite a few amazing new designs this year that you guys still haven't seen, some of them from Wind River. I really do like what Wind River's doing. Some of the only Wind River stuff I've seen here on YouTube from other collectors have been them dissing it. Probably because the fan that they had was one of the cheaper, more buildery, more junky fans. However, if you take a look at some of their less cheapo builder stuff, they've actually got some really nice products. I've worked with most of the Wind River line and seen them in person, and they are all really, really amazing and nice fans. And while they certainly aren't on par with a lot of the really, really high-end stuff that's made right now, I feel like as a sort of a mid-range, decent option, I feel like they're pretty good for that. So, yeah, and then, of course, there's some other manufacturers. I can't name drop them all. You guys will see everything from them eventually. And I don't have any other updates. Oh, wait, I do. This little fan here, you might mention or remember ages ago, I talked about getting a new switch housing, switch cup for this Monte Carlo Mini here. Everybody's out of them. Don't know where they all went. Turns out stock is gone. So I am keeping this just in case I ever find one. So basically it's just going to sit around here. It's got a capacitor with it. I would have to do all kinds of work to make it work. So unless I find an actual switch housing for it, it's just going to stay like this. And I think the owner of the store is going to let me pick out a different fan that I want. But I think he said I can keep this one. So for now, it's just going to sit around. If anybody has a Mini that they just want to part out, I don't care what color it is. If it really doesn't matter. I could take spray paint to it if I need to and just paint the whole fan different colors and do stuff there. So if anybody knows any way of tracking these down, let me know. And don't say ask the company or ask a store. We have tried all of that already, and we haven't had any luck. Unless, of course, you are lucky enough to know a store that does actually have them. My guy, he knows a couple stores he checked around, and none of them had any. So, yeah, if anybody knows, please let me know so I could try to get this thing running, because right now it's just here sitting dormant. I'll probably box it up and get it out of the way since it's currently not functional or complete. At some point, I'm going to work on that Springfield there as well. I opened it up and I discovered what I believe to be a wattage limiter. And I think we all know wattage limiter means stupid. So at some point, I'm going to go and take that out. It's going to entail a bit more work than I want. So once again, that's going to have to be a over spring break thing where I've got more time. So hopefully I can get that thing running in. I was told by my grandma that I'm allowed to store that fan over at her house since it's going up in her house when they move. So I'm probably going to bring that over once it's all complete and running. I don't think I'm going to be making the swap till they actually move. Mainly because the blade arms on these, I think, eventually start sagging. I want to preserve them as much as possible. So when the inspector comes in, he doesn't see a droopy, depressing-looking fan that I have to go and change out again. So I'm just going to leave it in the garage or in the basement storage area for now. So, yeah, there's that. And otherwise, I don't really have anything else to show you. I do have a new socket for this light kit. I don't know if I mentioned, but this light kit or not socket, sorry, what am I saying? New pull chain. The original pull chain was busted. I had to steal one out of something else, and I got a replacement pull chain for it now. I'm probably going to leave that one in there and just put that in the other socket. But yeah, the point is that I've also done that. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. I don't really have any other updates for you. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.